Thank you for coming on tonight on Jacob ABC News. Today we're going to be talking about marriage. You have had lots of experience with marriage after 20, almost 21 years of marriage, correct?
Correct. This November is our 21st wedding anniversary.
Yes.
Thank you very much.
You're coming. You're absolutely welcome. What is your name? Where are you from?
My name is Tito Ruiz. I am from Managua, Nicaragua.
And what's your wife's name? How did you meet her?
My wife's name is Patricia Ruiz. She's from Colombia, Cartagena, Colombia. And we met actually in Atlanta.
Yeah.
We met at church in Atlanta.
That's awesome. That's awesome. And you said you guys got married on 1999.
November 6th. It was a Saturday afternoon. November 6th, 1999. There was a 60% chance of rain because our wedding was outdoors.
Wow.
It did not rain.
That's awesome. Yeah. The probability of that happening is so low that I'm glad it all worked out. So how do you guys keep your marriage strong and in shape for all these years? What's your secret?
I don't think it's a secret, but because every couple, I believe that every couple has its own dynamics. And if dynamics from other couples may work for them, that may not work for us. Our dynamics may work for us, but may not work for other couples. So I don't call it a secret. This is something that you have to work at it day by day, and then month by month, year by year, and then when you look back, it's been 21 years.
Wow.
Right? So it's not a secret. One of the things that we've done is that from year one, actually, we began doing kind of mock, what is it called? Evaluation, kind of year review. When you are working in corporate America, they do a yearly review of the employee and the performance review of the year. So kind of taking a page out of the playbook from that. We started doing from year one performance evaluations on the day of our anniversary. And we basically committed with love and respect to share with one another the good, the bad, and the ugly of one another during a meal. It could be anniversary lunch or dinner. And the commitment was that the person was going to speak with love and respect, and the listener was going to do exactly that, to listen. We were not going to interrupt. We were not going to get defensive. We were not going to reply right away. We're going to listen.
Well, you mentioned you have to talk about the good, the bad, and the ugly. The good is always a good thing, as a happy thing. How do you guys not completely go at it with each other and make a scene when you guys are talking about the ugly things? I find that interesting.
That's why. We used to do it on the day of our anniversary.
Yeah.
Then we decided to move it to the week off.
Yeah.
And then actually to somewhere around there.
In that month.
Yeah. We don't let it go that far.
Yeah.
It's gotta be during the week. And when we feel like, through the years when we're slacking off, we're like, hey, we haven't done it. We gotta do it. And mostly it's me kind of putting it off because I know I'm going to get a lot of bad.
Hey, at least you're honest, man.
Hey, I got to talk to you.
Yeah. Oh, my goodness. Well, after 21 years, almost 21 years this November, I'm sure you have had many mistakes. Do you regret any of your mistakes, or do you not see them as regrets? What's your thought on
Plenty of regrets. plenty. I could pick any out of the hat, and you stick my hand in a hat, something will come up, and I have little regrets and I have big regrets. One that comes to my mind, we were actually newlyweds. We were actually newlyweds, and we were actually driving back from church. And early, I was really an explosive person. My wife, she's shorter than me. I'm taller than her. My voice is stronger than her. So I can overpower her really quickly. And I didn't have a high sense of my emotional intelligence back then. And I would just explode.
Yeah.
For any reason. So long story short, we're driving back home, and I don't know what she said to me. I don't know what she did. I don't know if it was her fault or mine. All I remember is that I'm driving and I'm screaming. I exploded, and she's just crying.
Wow.
And then she said that she did not marry me to fear me. That was a defining moment in my marriage.
Wow.
And that moment right there and then, or right then and there, I did what I've been calling throughout my life. I did a covenant with God. A covenant is a unbreakable promise.
Yeah.
It's not a contract, it's not a commitment, it's something that is unbreakable.
Right.
And I committed with God that I will not, no matter what, I will never treat my wife that way.
Wow.
And I regret that moment, because in almost 21 years, it's never escaped my mind. And when I am getting red-blooded, because it's 21 years with the same person, you're going to have hot moments and not.
Right.
And my mind always takes me back to that moment. Remember, you promised.
Right. Wow. Those are some very, very powerful words. Especially, I can only imagine how that felt after all those, after all that anger. How you must have felt after your wife said those words. Wow. Those are very powerful.
That's the last thing a husband needs to hear from his wife.
It should be. It definitely should be. What's your advice to any couple out there, newlyweds, already far into their marriage, if they're having problems? What's one of your number one advice that you would give?
Well, I would give the advice that I got from the pastor that was doing our premarital counseling. First, do one.
Right.
Go through premarital counseling. Not a 2-hour meeting with somebody. Go through our in-depth, getting to counseling, or people shy away from the word counseling because it means that you're in trouble or you have a problem.
Right.
Okay, so go through classes or equipping.
Right.
If you take driving lessons in order to get your driver's license, get marriage classes. And that way you'll know what you're getting into and who you're getting into with. So get to know the person at a deep level.
Right.
That was huge for us. I am married today because of premarital classes that we took before we got married.
Wow.
And then, I'm a pastor, so Scripture gives us two things. Those two, you talk about the secret, it gives us the secret sauce. Is husband, love your wife and be willing to give even your life for her.
Right.
Wife, respect your husband. Love and respect. And it goes both ways. It's not 50-50, it's 100-100. It goes both ways. It's not going to be perfect. Forget about perfection. It's not going to be perfect. You're going to fight. You're going to argue. You're going to say. You're going to hurt each other with your words sometimes. Ask forgiveness. Always keep in the back of your mind love and respect.
Wow.
When you fight, when you mess it up, reconcile.
Yes.
because a lot of problems are usually one hug away from reconciliation, or one I'm sorry away from reconciliation.
Yeah. It seems like communication, as always, for anything, in fact, is the number one thing. The
Yeah.
number one thing.
And the pastor told me, the one who did our marriage classes, he says, find ways, identify what she likes you to do, the things that she likes, and do those for her.
Well, it's that simple.
That's simple. Find what she doesn't like. Don't do that.
You would think that is self-explanatory.
So I've tried that.
Yeah.
So we read a real cool book, the 5 Love Languages.
Mm-hmm.
And I identified what her love language is. The 5 languages are the language of quality time, or gentle touch, or encouraging words, acts of service, or gifts. And one of her biggest love languages, the way she feels loved, is through acts of service. So that's what I do.
Yeah. Well, I want to thank you for your time. I've really enjoyed this great conversation with you, Pastor Tito, aka the best father in the world.
Oh, my boy.
This has been great, man. Thank you so much.
Thank you for choosing me for this.
Yeah, of course, anytime.
So fun.
Love you, my man.
Love you too.
Thank you. Wow, what an incredible moment with Mr. Tito Ruiz, my dad. He had some very important words and a very important reflection on marriage and his experience after almost 21 years. And I just thought it was crazy how much he stressed communication. I think that's something that a lot of people take for granted. Many people don't realize how important communication is in a relationship, or just relationships and friendships with people. Communication is always important. When you misunderstand something, you have to communicate. When you like something, you have to communicate. So that's just something that I'm taking away from this interview. Communication is key, and communication should be used in all circumstances, all the time. And it's something that everyone has to be reminded of. It's something that cannot be forgotten.